The younger men are so nice to me on Match.com. They are so appreciative of me. There are so many younger men that like older women. And when they find a woman that also likes younger men and someone that they're attracted to, they're so excited. They're so respectful. They're not asking for sex. They're not like trying to push me into sex like some of these older guys on there. And I actually feel excited about it. I actually feel like, wow, this could be really fun. I actually feel excited about thinking about having sex with the guy, even though I won't do it right away. Whereas with guys my age, I just have a feeling like, I don't know, like a grandfatherly feeling, like a nice comforting feeling, like a grandpa type or a friend type. But not like, I want to fuck your brains out type. Not at all. And I don't know exactly what it is. If it's their energy, if it's their excitement, their youthful exuberance, their vigor, their aliveness. I don't know if I pick up on their energy or what it is. I don't know, but I'm starting coaching on Thursday with this new coach, and I'm going to talk to her about it. But when I talked to her before, she said, own your desire. If you like younger men, go for it. I don't know. I'm going to really take a look at that because when I was out at the Belly Up on Friday, I did ask two men to dance. I just naturally went up to them and asked them to dance. And they were men in their 50s or 60s. And I did dance with one gentleman who was clearly my age, and I had fun dancing with him, and I thought those older gentlemen in their 50s were good looking. I just naturally went up and asked them to dance, which probably came easy to me because I'd just gone to 2 group dance lessons that week, so I was used to dancing with a bunch of men and changing partners, so it was easy to just go up to them. They both said no. I didn't think about having sex with them. I just thought of dancing with them. But when I see younger guys that are attractive, I think of sex. Yeah. So that's just what I wanted to say. They're just really nice. You know, they were raised. Now, my oldest son is he's in his late 20s. And I know when I was a young mom raising him, there were so many books out about teaching your boys to be sensitive, how to raise good boys, you know, that they had to have good male role models, that they had to be comfortable with their emotions. And so the men that are in their 30s now and under were actually raised to be more emotionally in tune than the older men who were raised at a time when boys were not allowed to have feelings. And from my experience of having sex with younger men, they're really passionate and they're really attentive in bed, especially if they're fit. The fit guys are really attentive in bed and they care about my pleasure. They want to please me. I have had really good sex with younger guys. So I'm just going to own that I like them younger. What can I say? I also want to say that with younger men, I don't feel trapped. I feel maybe more in control. With older men, or I'm older, men my age, I feel, and this could be a story, I have this belief or this feeling like, oh, now we're supposed to be a couple, going into retirement together and blending our families and all the shit that marriage entails. And I feel trapped and I'm losing my freedom and now I have to be someone's wife or someone's girlfriend. Whereas with a younger guy, I just feel free. Like there are no rules, no expectations, because the fact that I'm older and he's younger is already way outside the realm. So we get to define what it is and what we want. We get to define it. And I'm not looking at him to take care of me, although these younger men that I'm looking at, they all have their own businesses, they have PhDs, they have careers. They're not looking for a sugar mama. They're definitely physically dominant, confident, on the alpha side. That's what I like. So I don't like them younger so they're submissive. I like them younger because I guess it breaks the rules. It doesn't make, I feel free. That's what I want to say. I feel free. I feel not bound by rules. I feel like I can do what I want and they're not going to try to own me. That's it. That's a lot of what it is. They're more passionate. They're more sensual. In general, I'm not saying all of them. And I'm not saying that older men couldn't be. But they're not in those rigid roles of whatever. They're not pushing me for sex. None of these guys. They're just glad I'm talking to them, okay? And if they're confident and they can get a lot of women, they don't need to push me for sex because they're already getting sex. So they can just enjoy my company, get to know me. And that's really what I want. I want someone whose company I enjoy even when we're not having sex. And that's why I don't want to date guys who are pushing me for sex. You know, I don't know if you guys remember that video I made about the gentleman I took the beach walk with a week or two ago. The reason I did the beach walk with him without insisting on the drink first or dinner or anything is because I want to be with the man whose company I enjoy. When we're not fucking, he's not spending money on me, we're just together walking on the frickin' beach. You know, can we just enjoy being together? That's what I want to feel like. Can we just enjoy being together? And that's what I want to determine because I'm looking for a relationship. I'm looking for someone whose company I enjoy. I can get sex any day of the week. And I do. I'm an escort for work. I get a lot of sex. I don't need to be on an app to get sex, okay? I'm on an app to find someone for a relationship. And there are a lot of men looking for a relationship. I'm having a lot of fun this time on the dating apps. I want to tell you guys that this is a big step for me because the last few years, every time I got on a dating app, I would last 2 or 3 days and I would get triggered and run away. Like, all these guys are just sending likes. Now, if they send a like, I just delete it. I don't even care. And if they say, hey, darling, I'll just be, hey, darling. I don't let it trigger me that they call me darling. Hey, beautiful, I'll say, hey, beautiful. You know? And a lot of guys from different cities, you know, are contacting me. Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Long Beach, Washington. Oh, you know, I come to San Diego a lot. You know, I'd love to meet you or whatever. You know, I visit San Diego often and I just say, I'm looking for a relationship, not a visitor. I wish you all the best. Oh, but I can make it work out. Just hit unmatch. It doesn't even trigger me. Like, I'm not getting triggered at all. And all I had to do, and this is a tip, I had to realize that I was seeing these guys as unsafe just because I couldn't see them. I saw them as unsafe, as dangerous, and I just started seeing them as safe. That's the only switch I had to make. Act as if they're safe. And then they are. And, you know, it's so true that what I perceive the world to be is how I'm going to act. And I'm going to realize what I act. So if I think people are unsafe and I treat them as unsafe, then they're going to act like they're unsafe and I'll be constantly triggered. So if I just stay calm and treat people as safe and just share what I feel and share what I want, that's the key. I'm going to share a tip with you guys. Whether you're anxious or avoidant, imagine the other person is safe and cares about your feelings. Then you can share your feelings, your wants and desires as they come up. And if the person doesn't give a shit repeatedly, that is not your person. That's it. Just try it. Well, it worked for me so far. So, yeah, so I changed my Match.com profile to say I'm looking for an epic love relationship with a local younger man, 30 to 40 years of age. And that's very specific, and the guys that age love it. They love it because there's so many men in their 30s that love older women. And they do. And I don't care if it's just for a year or two. I don't care. It could be longer. It could be less. I just want to have like a fun romance with a guy I'm actually attracted to rather than a man I'm supposed to like or should like. By the way, I don't believe that passion and security can coexist. Esther Perel talks about passion comes from the unknown. You're curious. You don't know this person. Passion, freedom, lust, exploration, adventure. At the opposite extreme is comfort, security, familiarity, relationships. So when you first meet someone, everything's hot. And after 2 years, it wanes off, usually because you're comfortable, it's familiar, you settle into a pattern. And so I don't know if a relationship can ever stay exciting and new. I want something exciting and fresh and adventurous. Because I've never had it, and I want to have it before it's too freaking late. And I still look good enough, and I'm still sexual enough that I can have it. I'm almost 60, but by the time I'm 70, I don't know if I can, so, you know, maybe I'll settle down with some old fart. But I don't think so. I don't think that's my vibe. That's not my jam. I am never fucking ever, unless I'm in poverty and desperate, going to abandon or sell off my heart or my soul or my body to be owned by a man ever fucking again. That is just a fucking fairy tale myth that this Prince Charming comes along, because Prince Charming, the mythical Prince Charming, will steal your freedom, steal your creativity, steal your sexuality, so you're a shriveled up version of yourself. And that's what I will never allow, and that's what I think a relationship with an older man will bring me. Just put me in a fucking shoebox. A fucking shoebox. And I will never again be put in a fucking shoebox. Fuck that. Fuck that. Ever again. And that's what they want to do. They want to monopolize and own my sexuality, and I won't let anyone do that. Fuck it. I don't need that. You can tell I'm mad. I'm mad. I will never again do that because it's a trap. And children are a trap. Children steal your freedom because you have to become a selfless person to your child the majority of the day because they're needy creatures. And if you live in a traditional family with a mom and a dad and you don't have a village, you are on the hook for nurturing the enormous love. What is it that you call someone that's like a parasite? Children are freaking parasites. They need your love, your attention, your energy, your devotion, your teaching, and it's draining. It is draining. And the more you tell the child, no, mommy needs time, the more you're going to damage them for not loving them enough. It's a delicate balance. And I had my family, I lost my freedom, and I don't want to lose my freedom again. I've raised my kids, I had my traditional marriage, and now I want something different. I want to feel free, and I want to be creative, and I want to be empowered. And that means a traditional monogamous relationship with a man my age. Fuck that. Never, never again is what I'm saying right now. That's what I feel right now. Don't want that at all. I want something different. I want something fun, free, and exciting. And that's where I'm at. Where are you at? Also, I smoke weed, I drink wine, I fuck a lot of guys, I have a porn page. So if any of that is a problem for you, you're not my person. You want to own me, you're not my person. You want to control me, you're not my person. That's it. Another thing I want to say about these guys who want sex right away, they're fucking lazy motherfuckers. Because a real man likes to pursue a woman. He likes the challenge of getting something that not every guy can get. These guys that want sex right away are lazy ass motherfucking losers. A real man likes a challenge. He likes a woman that not everyone can get. But these lazy guys, they want a woman that anyone can get. I want a relationship. I want sex on the first date. You know, they write all this stuff and they try to get you in bed and then start a relationship. But they don't want the challenge of pursuing you. They want you handing yourself over. Here, take me. You're so cool. I'll give myself to you. They don't want the challenge of the pursuit. They're cowards. Lazy ass cowards. I won't give myself to a coward. I want a guy who has earned the right to get my number. Not that I'm so much better than, but I don't like giving my number to just any guy. I have to like you to give you my number. So you got to work at it to want me to give you my number. And if you don't, that's fine, but I don't want to give you my number. So I like men who appreciate a woman with standards. I like a man who appreciates a woman with a natural look. You notice I don't wear a lot of makeup. Hardly anything. I have a little bit of blush on, a little bit under my eyes. That's it. Even my lipstick is practically worn off. I like a man who appreciates a woman with natural beauty, who has standards and doesn't just throw herself at any guy. You have to pay me or you have to court me to get me. So I like men who appreciate that. Now, if you want some woman with a lot of makeup or a lot of big tits or a woman who never has sex or has sex on the first date or whatever, then I'm not your girl. And that's great. You know, I'm looking for someone very specific who likes pursuing a woman who's natural looking. I don't do long nails. I want a guy who loves that about me, who loves my short nails, who loves my natural look and my small breasts, who loves that I'm a little harder to get, that I'm choosy. And my escort clients love that about me. My escort clients love that I don't wear a lot of makeup. They love that I'm selective. Okay? Not all guys like that. Some guys like a woman that's very easy, that's cheaper, that's at their price point. Like, you have to know what you like. So it's about matching people up. And so, ladies, whatever you are, however you look, there's a guy who's going to like that. If you have fake tits, there's going to be a guy who likes that. If you have long nails, there's going to be a guy who likes that. You like to wear a lot of makeup, there's going to be a guy who likes that. Find the guys who love who you are, however you are. Never, ever diminish yourself or change yourself to get a guy. Don't watch those videos about how to get a guy. Read stuff about how to be more of you and how to not even give a shit what to text the guy. Just be you. Text him whatever the fuck you want. Tell him how you really feel. Because if you have to figure out how to text the guy, what are you going to do when you're 1 year into the relationship? Who's going to tell you what to say? Just be you. That's what we're not taught enough as women. Just be you. All right. So with that, I am going to end this video.